Hello divas, it's your girl Grace, aka Face Quizit here, and welcome to another episode of Dialogues with Grace. So on today's episode, we are going to be looking at what are the qualities of a good woman. And this is not just for the benefit of us sisters, because we're here to help each other. Sometimes, you're a good woman, but even you don't realize it. And also, there are some brothers out there who have a good woman, but they don't know that they have a good woman. Or they know that they have a good woman, but they take her for granted. They do not appreciate her. So if you are a good woman and you find yourself stuck with a man that does not appreciate you, you may start to believe that you are not a good woman yourself. So I'm here to remind you, if you are, what qualities you hold, what qualities you have that you may be forgetting about, and remind you of who you are. Because there are so many good women out there who are not even being appreciated for the good that they do in relationships. They're stuck with horrible, useless, abusive men. And if you don't know who you are, you start to believe what you're told about who you are, or you start to believe what somebody else or who somebody else tells you are. So this is just a little reminder for the sisters and for some brothers who don't realize the gems that they have. So I'm going to run through a few qualities. I don't want this video to be too long. I'm trying to cut it down, so I'm going to speed through this as quickly as I can, just to ensure that yes, we're getting the point across, but we are keeping this nice and short. All right, divas, so here we go. So divas, the first thing on my list is loyalty. So if you have a woman in your life, brothers, who is loyal, she's committed to you, she is your ride or die. She supports you till the end. She's always there, always got your back. She's just there for you. You better appreciate that woman and value what you have. Because the girls out here now, they ain't loyal. So if you find one that's loyal, you better appreciate her. You better appreciate her, brothers. A loyal woman is a rare gem. And you better be loyal back to that woman. You must give what you receive. So if she's loyal to you, she's supporting you, she's your ride or die chick, you need to be exuding the same qualities. Okay, bros? All right then, my sisters, did you get that? Ladies, did you get that? Yes. So if a woman is loyal, she needs to be appreciated, and vice versa. If you, a lady, has a man in your life who is loyal, he's supportive, he's a ride or die, appreciate him. Let him know you value him. Okay, my lovelies? On to the next. Number 2 on my list is communication. If you have a woman who communicates with you openly, she's honest, she fosters a strong emotional connection and understanding. She knows how to communicate. She knows how to construct her words in such a way that it's not hurtful. When she means to express herself, she's intelligent enough and knows how to dissect her words. And also, she knows how to use her words to build you up as a man. Then you better value that woman. Because there aren't that many women out there now who are intelligent and will not, they have a way with words, but they use it the wrong way. They will use it to tear you down. So if you have a woman that has, great communication skills, she knows how to communicate, she knows how to use her communication skills to build you up as a man. And you and women, this is a great virtue. A woman who really knows how to use her words to lift people up. It is a great, great, great virtue. Communication is key in life. We use communication in everything that we do in life, in every ramification, at work, in our day-to-day activities, our day-to-day endeavors. We must communicate. But how are your words? How do you project your words? How do you deliver those words? Are you using your words to tear people down, or are you using your words to build people and lift them up? I'm going to say something very controversial now. It's not quite controversial, but in the days that we live in, the times that we live in, it is actually quite controversial, even though it shouldn't be. It's facts. But we live in a different world now. In my culture, women know how to use their words to get things off their husbands. And when I say that, I don't mean in a manipulative way. I just mean in terms of, praising him, rubbing his ego. My husband, my king, the crown on my head, and so on and so forth. Nigerian women are good at that. The crown on my head. The one that paid for my dowry. And so on and so forth they go. Because back in the days, our grandmothers, most of them, were first wives, second wives. They were not the only wives. And as a result, they used their words to get favors from their husband to an extent. And again, I have to reiterate the fact that I'm not saying be manipulative. I'm just saying that men need their egos rubbed to an extent. That's what makes a man, So men love to have their egos rubbed. So if you know how to use your words to do that, you can get whatever you want from your man. He will love and appreciate you. He would love and appreciate you. I'm not saying that you should use it as a weapon so that when he's good, you rub his ego. When he's bad, you tear him down with your words. No, that's not what we're saying. What I'm saying, though, is that communication is a skill. It's a great skill. And if you know how to use it, it would really help you in life in general. Not just in your relationship, but in life in general. At your work, in all your daily activities, in your communication, meeting people, the way you address people, the way, it's the way you come across. It goes a long way. Anyway, I'm dwelling on this too much, but I'm sure you get my point. So brothers, if you have such a lady, you know what you need to do. Appreciate her. All right, divas, on to the next. Number 3 on my list is supportiveness, or being supportive. Supportiveness, is that a word? Anyway, you have a woman that's supportive. A woman that is supportive really, really, really can push her husband to do great in life, even when he doubts himself, but you keep supporting him, you encourage him, when he's doubting himself, you're encouraging him, saying, darling, I know you can do this, you have this in you, and you're helping him in whatever way you can, not just by encouraging him, but whatever it is that you can do to support him in this time, you're doing it, So such women are rare gems. They go above and beyond to ensure that their partners achieve their goals. They are there for them, ride or die, so being supportive in everything that they do, offering encouragement and assistance as and when needed. That goes a long way, because we all need somebody in our corner. We all need somebody in our corner consistently encouraging us, consistently pushing us to do better. So if you have such a woman in your life, wow, you're a lucky one, and you should appreciate them. And so sisters, if you're such a woman, please know your worth. Know your worth. Let that man let him know that, he's got a woman of value. Let him know he's got a woman of value. You're there supporting him, encouraging him. He better recognize. And if he doesn't know, then he better ask somebody, okay? You deserve to be valued. You deserve to be respected. On to the next. Next thing on my list is respect. Respect. Mutual respect for one another. It goes a long way. If you have a partner that respects your individuality, your opinions, your boundaries, it goes a long way. We have to respect each other in a relationship, We will not always agree, but we can always agree to disagree. So if you have such a woman in your life, somebody who is always, you know, respectful, even in her delivery of words, respectful in respecting your boundaries, for example. She knows where, okay, these lines, I'm not going to cross it because, you know, this upsets my husband, and your husband does the same for you. My wife doesn't like this, so I'm going to respect her. Or this is her time. When she's doing this, she doesn't like to be disturbed, and vice versa. It goes a long way in a relationship. You know, respecting each other's boundaries, it's so huge. Giving each other space, not choking each other all the time. It goes a long way. The way we talk to each other, you know, just making each other feel that we are someone of value, that goes a very, very, very long way, divas. You're a woman of value. You should be respected. And you should also give respect. It's a two-way street. You receive what you give. You cannot give. Let's put it like this. You reap what you sow. You cannot sow yam and reap oranges. It's not possible. So if you give respect, you're going to receive respect. Remember the saying, respect is earned. So you need to give it in order to receive it. Okay, my divas? Alright then. On to the next. Empathy. Empathy is the next thing on my list. Being able to show empathy to others is a great virtue. Some people don't know, they don't know how to show it. Some people don't have any kindness in them. They don't know how to show empathy. They don't know how to show love. They don't know how to show kindness. They're rigid. So if you have a woman that knows how to show empathy, then that is somebody that you ought to value a great deal. You know, somebody who's compassionate. She's there when you're down. She knows how to show. She responds to your feelings, you know, in the way that she should. You know, when you're down, she tries to be there for you to pick you up. When you're high or you're feeling, you know, you're in a euphoric space, she's also there cheering you on and, you know, making you feel even better. She knows how to show empathy. And you're going through those difficult times, she's there, just making you feel better, just loving on you. When you have such a woman, she's more than gold. She's a rare gem. You need to value her, bros. You need to value that girl. That lady, actually. We're not girls, we're ladies. What are you talking about? You need to value that lady, alright, divas? Okay, I'm talking to your men. So you should watch this video with your husbands. Just in case they forgot how valuable you are. Just remind them. I'm playing this video for them. Alright, divas? On to the next. Number 6 on my list is patience. Do you have a woman that's patient? She's patient with you. She understands when you're going through a difficult time. She's not there stressing you out. She's working with you. She's treading carefully because she understands what time it is. If you have such a woman, oh my God, you should respect her. Because women, we're very patient to an extent. But don't push us. So if you want her to continue to be patient, you know what you need to do, brothers. You need to value the fact that she's very patient with you. She's there, she's supporting you in your time of need. When things are difficult, she's there supporting you. She's patient. Even when, you know, maybe you're not pulling your weight as you should. Maybe due to the fact that you lost a job or something like that. And she knows it's a temporary thing. And so she's there for you. She's patient. She's kind. She doesn't make you feel bad for the fact that you're not bringing what you would normally bring to the table, or that you're struggling. She's there for you. You need to value such a woman. And women, you need to value yourself if you're that kind of a woman. You can't be helping this brother, bringing things to the table, you know, when he can't and he's not valuing you. He's beating the crap out of you because he's frustrated and you're putting up with it. That means you don't value yourself. You don't know who you are or whose you are. Because if you know who you are, you won't put up with that nonsense. You won't. So if you're patient with your man, then he needs to do the same for you. He needs to appreciate the fact that you are. He shouldn't take it for granted. You're helping him to navigate challenges without undue stress. You're not frustrating him. You're not giving him a hard time. You're there for him. You should appreciate yourself. You deserve to be appreciated. Recognize it and make sure he does too. All right, my divas? On to the next. The next thing on my list is trustworthiness. Though, let's just be honest, trust has to be earned. To be honest, it has to be earned. You don't just start trusting people just out of the blue. That person has to have earned your trust. So, if you've proved yourself, gentlemen, to your woman, to show that I can be trusted, and she's trusting you, please value her. Because there are some women, with all your trusting, it doesn't matter. With all your earning of her trust, rather, it doesn't matter. She still won't trust you. She'll bring the baggage of her previous relationships into your relationship because the person she was with prior to being with you was a serial cheater. She finds it hard to trust any man. So she monitors your every movement. She wants to check your phone. She doesn't trust you. So when you have one that does, please value her. Value her, cherish her. And women, vice versa. Because, again, we have some men like that. Because they're serial cheaters themselves. Then they don't trust their women. They think that you're doing what they're doing. That's not cool. It's unacceptable. What's the point of a relationship with no trust, to be quite honest? If you have a relationship and there's no trust, then you need to reevaluate your relationship. There's something wrong and you shouldn't be together. Trustworthiness is very, very, very important between people in a relationship. So, if you have somebody who trusts you, please value them. Don't take it for granted. Alright, my divas, on to the next. Number 8 on my list is flexibility. I'm not going to dwell on this too much because we all know what it means to be flexible. Somebody who's willing to be flexible with you, adapt to change, you know. Like I mentioned earlier, when things are hard, you know, she's there for you. She understands that, you know, this is just a temporary situation. If you have someone like that, you know, appreciate them, you know. Such a person is a rare gem because not everybody is flexible like that. Some people, they always say, you know, they are, but when it comes down to it, it's their way or the highway. They're not flexible at all. They're not willing to adapt to change. They're not willing to adapt to a change in your circumstance. They're not having it. You better go find how you're going to provide that meal. They don't care that you just lost your job. Not their problem. So if you have somebody who's, you know, patient with you and, you know, flexible and adapts to change and supports you during those hard times, you better appreciate them. All right, my divas. Okay, so the next thing on my list is affection. You know, if you have a woman that loves you, she's affectionate, she knows how to show you love, then appreciate her. Appreciate such a woman, because sometimes women go through stuff that, you know, robs them of this virtue. They've gone through things in life and they no longer want to show affection because they've been through a terrible relationship, for example, or they've been through things in life that has messed with them. So, you know, they've been through certain traumas. They don't know how to show affection anymore, or they intentionally train themselves not to be affectionate. So you, as their spouse, need to work with such a person. You need to help them loosen up, help them understand that, yes, you've been through this, but I'm here for you. I got you. I got you. I'm going to be there for you. I'm going to love on you. And how do you do this? You show them through your actions. Okay? So if you have a woman who is showing you love and affection, oh, it's a beautiful thing. Because just like I said, a lot of women have lost that virtue. And here's the secret, women. Men love to be shown affection. Don't say I told you. It's secrets. They love to be shown affection. Show them affection. Love on them. But they need to give it back though. It's not a one-way street. It's a two-way street. If you're showing them love and affection, they need to be doing the same for you. Otherwise, what's the point of your relationship? Alright, divas, on to the next. The next thing on my list is humor. If you have somebody who can laugh with you, joke with you, you know, that's a great virtue in any relationship. You know, who wants to be with a moody, sore person who's angry and moody all the time? Somebody you can't joke with. You want somebody who brings laughter into your home, you know, who makes the home a home. You know, you open the door, you can already hear her laughing with her, you know, with the children, or, you know, she's just happy like that. And vice versa. A woman needs a man who has humor, who can laugh, who can joke. They can laugh at themselves, laugh at their own mistakes. Not somebody who gets upset at every given opportunity. They're just so miserable. Nobody wants anyone like that. So divas, please, learn to be humorous. Try, even if it doesn't come to you naturally. Be able to take a joke. Don't get offended at every little joke that your husband, you know, shares. He makes fun of you and you're upset. You don't speak to him for days. Why? That's so childish. Get over it already. Okay, divas? On to the next. Next thing on my list is gratitude. Gratitude goes a long way in every relationship. You need to be grateful. If your husband or your wife does something nice to you, appreciate it. Appreciate it. You know? Let them know that you appreciate them. Let them know that you value them. You value the efforts that they make. When they go out and they get you something nice, don't say, what is this? Is this the best you can do? No. Appreciate it. Say thank you. And mean it. Show it. Even if you have better. Just let them know. Because when you've done that, it encourages them to do it again next time. If you look at it and you just throw it in the bin saying, is this the best you can do for me? Oh my God, what is this? Then they won't do it next time. Alright, divas, please show appreciation. And vice versa. Brothers, please show appreciation. Show appreciation when your wife goes out of her way to make you a lovely, lovely meal, for example. Maybe she decides, I mean, there's this dish. I'm Nigerian, so I can only, I mean, not to say that I haven't tasted other continental or, you know, other meals from other parts of the world, because I would like to think I'm maybe not well traveled, but I'm well traveled and I've eaten, you know. But obviously I'm Nigerian, so of course I know more about the Nigerian dishes. And there's this one called pounded yam. Of course, we don't pound yam anymore, that you take the yam, put in the mortar, and you start pounding, and you're sweating. And however, I know that there are women who actually still want to pound yam for their husbands, rather than buy the yam flour and just make it a nice, easy way. So imagine if you go through all that, and the man is not even appreciative, and he's like, why does this pounded yam have lumps in it? What is this? You know, and you're thinking of your sweat and all the hours you spent pounding that yam, making him, you know, the lovely vegetable soup to go with it. You know, you're not going to be motivated to do that for him next time. However, if whilst he's eating it, you know, with the lumps and all, he's saying, oh my God, darling, you mean you made this? This is so good. This is the best I've ever had. In fact, you've outdone yourself this time. This is amazing. Well done, my darling. I love you. This is beautiful. This is lovely. It tastes so good. Absolutely delicious. You two in the corner there, your head will be swelling. Everybody likes to be praised. So let's be grateful for each other's efforts. You know, whatever our spouse does to us, good things they do for us, rather, let us be grateful. Alright, my divas, on to the next. The next thing on my list is forgiveness. And I'm going to wrap it up here. Forgiveness. Learn to forgive. Learn to forgive. Because if we cannot forget, then we cannot forgive. So if your spouse offends you in any way, shape or form, please learn to forget. Just forgive them. Don't take it too seriously. Alright? Just because if you can't forgive the person, then your relationship is more or less over. What have they done? If it's so bad that you're so hurt and you need a break, let them know that they need to give you a bit of space until you come back to yourself. But don't let it be a reason for you to live and stay in unforgiveness. You know, unforgiveness leads to diseases in the body. By you not forgiving that person, you're actually hurting yourself more than you're hurting them. So please, divas, learn to forgive. Learn to forgive. Learning to forgive is such a huge deal. Learn to forgive your partner. If they've offended you, if it's something that you can, then, but if it's absolutely, some people are just, they can't. But just try. Depending on what it is though, because it depends though. There's some things that, even though as a Christian, you want to do what the Bible says and you want to forgive, but sometimes it's hard depending on what that person did. There's some things that are terrible that you can't even look at the person. So with that one, I don't know. I'm only human. I don't know if I will still. I'm just saying, I'm being 100% honest. Please forgive me if I'm not saying the right thing. But if it's something that you can forgive and it's not too serious, try and forgive. Rise above it. You're better than that. Okay, my lovelies? So I'm going to wrap it up here, divas. I hope you've enjoyed this. I know this one is not, as humorous, but, as much as we're here to laugh and joke and have fun, we're also here to learn from one another. I'm also here to learn from you, and that's why I say, please, always put down, your opinions, your comments, because you might not necessarily agree with me, and that's okay. Put your comments in the comment box and I will look at it and I will comment back if it's something that, we might agree to disagree. What are some of the things that you think that I've said that you perhaps would do differently? Or is there anything that will make you maybe not forgive your spouse, for example? I don't know. Leave it in the comment box. Let's have a conversation about these things, my divas. All right, we're here to learn from each other. I don't know everything, and that time is going to come when I'm going to start bringing others onto this. I don't know what to call it. Is it a show? It's not. I don't know. This discussion, future discussions, to air their opinions. People who also have experience, and maybe if the experiences differ from mine, so that we can rub minds and we can bring it to you guys, and then you can air your own opinions as well. All right, my lovelies, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, what are you doing, girl? Please hit that subscribe button. Please hit it. Encourage a sister. Yeah, let's try and grow this community. And if you've enjoyed it, please hit that like button as well. And to help me reach more people, I would really appreciate it if you can share this video. Share it with your friends, share it with your family. It means a lot to me. All right, my lovelies, thank you so much for rocking with me always. I appreciate you. The fact that you took your valuable time to come and spend some time with me so that we can chat. I don't take it for granted. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much, divas. And also, if you reached out to a fellow woman, a fellow sister, and you said something nice to them last week, please put it in the comment box below. Let me know what you said. How did you encourage another sister? Please leave it in the comment box. And if you haven't done so, well, you still have lots of opportunity. Let us each one reach one. Say something nice to another sister. Try and make this a habit, because you don't know what people are going through. Let's try and lift each other up, right? If you see a sister, look for something, one thing at least, that you like about her. Don't just look at her as she walks past and who does she think she is? Or she thinks she looks so nice. It's unnecessary. Let's build each other up. Because if you, there's no, I don't think there's a human being on this planet that doesn't like to be encouraged, or that doesn't like to have something nice said to them. So, like I said, let us each one reach one. Say something nice to a fellow lady, and if you already did that last week, put it in the comment box, and we're going to start reading them out in future videos, and shouting out certain people for the lovely and kind words they said to their fellow women. All right, my lovely, so we're going to wrap it up here. Thank you so much once again for rocking with me. I appreciate you. I do not take it for granted, my lovelies. Until next time, stay absolutely fabulous, stay wonderful, stay beautiful. Remember that Jesus loves you, and I, your girl, your sister, your friend, your auntie, your paddy, I love you too. Until next time, stay absolutely wonderful, and I'll speak to you later. God bless. Bye-bye.